Google swears your family photos are not training AI. You better read the fine print. I'm Kim Commando for The Current, my 5-star rated newsletter read by a million folks like you. Sign up for free at getkim.com. Here's the sleight of hand. Google will not train Gemini on your pictures. It trains on what it learns from them. The patterns, the inferences. Your daughter's face never enters the model. The idea of your daughter does. I know, it's confusing. Training AI this way is the biggest theft of intellectual property in history. 1.5 billion photo libraries, mined quietly, paid for never. Here's my prediction. In 5 years, deleting your photos won't mean a thing. The machine already learned from you. Delete is a souvenir. So do this today. Open Gemini, find the setting called Keep Activity, and switch it off. Google turned it on for you. It never asked. Not sure if it matters, but it's definitely worth a shot. Tech billionaires don't give their kids screens. I have the whole story. Sign up now and it'll be in your inbox tomorrow. GetKim.com. At least 2 times a month, I bring the latest tech scoop to the Mark Arum Show. We always cover the tech that impacts your life, and we always have a laugh or two doing it. So if you missed us live in Atlanta on WSB, don't worry. We've got it right here for you. So let's dive right into the conversation. I thought we'd talk about summer and kids.
Before we do that,
yes.
Can I ask you, because your name came up earlier in the broadcast. In a complimentary way, not a malicious way. We talked to our buddy Scott Slade. He did an in-depth piece on the push to standardize daylight saving time, where we don't have to change our clocks and we keep it set. And I said to Scott, I'm like, well, Kim lives in a space in Arizona where you don't ever change your clocks, right?
It's so weird. It is. It's bizarre. Because anytime you're trying to make an appointment or a calendar or something, you're like, is this LA time? Is this New York time? Are we the same time as Colorado? Or I mean, and it always gets screwed up. It does.
So are you always on daylight saving time, or are you always on standard time?
I don't know what time we're on. Okay.
What time is it right now where you are?
It is 8:40 in the morning.
So I don't know what that means.
So that means this time of year
Pacific.
Yeah, this time of year we're the same time as California.
Gotcha.
That's what I do. And then the other time we're like an hour later than California.
Okay.
And I'm like, whatever, you know. And
I don't know either way which is better standard. I want to be like you, where we don't have to change our clocks at the same time. 365. That's what I want.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, you know, Apple and all the other tech just takes care of changing the time for you. So
yeah, not in my old ass car though. I gotta manually change the time on that. But that's for a topic for another.
Do you have roll down windows too?
No, I've got electric windows and electric steering and air conditioning, which is very important here in the Metro Atlanta area. All right, let's talk tech. What's up first on the agenda?
Well,
today?
the thing I want to talk about is that kids are like sitting on screens all summer long. Okay. Now, what I want to talk about is that the people who are behind all the tech with the screens, what they do with their children. Okay. Peter Thiel is the first outside investor in Facebook. His kids, they get an hour and a half of screen time. Not every day, a week. Okay. Snap CEO Evan Spiegel has his kid on pretty much the same 90 minutes a week diet. Bill Gates didn't give any of his kids a phone until they were 14 years old. Elon Musk says that he made a mistake and set no social media rules for his kids.
For any of his 12 kids?
Exactly.
No, okay.
The founder of YouTube says that he doesn't let any of his kids watch short videos.
Wow. And
his kids can only be online 15 minutes a week.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. So, but meanwhile, the rest of us are like, here, have an iPad.
Yes. Okay. Leave us alone. Here's an iPad. We'll see you in 3 hours.
Yeah. And so, you know, it all goes back to the studies that they, there was recently something in the Psychological Bulletin. And what they have found is that heavy short form video use was linked to, this is no shocker, weak impulse control, stress, anxiety, weak attention spans. And so what we're finding is that places like Norway, Australia, France, and Denmark, they're saying like, we have to get the kids away from these screens. So it's summertime, right? And I know it's so tempting to throw a screen at a kid and say, here, keep yourself occupied. But you really want to start really, really thinking about what you're doing.
Interesting. Now, relatedly, we haven't gotten to the story yet, but it's a great segue. Deborah reporting that the European Union is banning kids from social media until they hit, I think, 13. Is that a move in the right direction? Is that something we need to limit the screen time?
You know what? We really do. Because as the child's brain is developing, we're giving them something that is pretty much an addictive device. And it's based on the same psychological principles of gambling. I mean, it's engineered purposefully so that you just keep scrolling. There's no stop to the scroll, right? You just keep comparing yourself to somebody else, and they're showing their highlight reel. They're not showing exactly what's happening in their lives. And you have to talk to your kids about this. I mean, there's a big push for no screen time until a child hits at least 7 or 8, right? But if you can delay it even further, 15, 16, Norway just said no screens until they're 16.
Wow. And Kim, my brain allegedly is fully developed. And I flat out admit I am addicted to the algorithms, like those short videos. Like if I'm addicted at 52, a 12-year-old, it's like probably like crack or heroin to them.
Yeah, I find myself doing the same thing. I mean, I have a chair in my house that I sit down and I relax in. I see the city. It's just like my spot. And then I'll fire up Instagram and I'll go through Reels. And before I know it, an hour's gone. I'm like, what did I just do?
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there. I justify it to myself by saying, oh, I'm looking for content for the show.
What? Are you spying on me? That's what I tell my wife all the time. She's like, get off your phone. I'm like, no, this is show prep.
So, good old fashioned toys. It works out, send the kids outside, bike, go in the pool, go for a hike, have activities. There is one activity that I did because I had 8 kids in my house recently and I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So I took all 8 kids and I took a photo of them. Okay. And then I put the photo into ChatGPT and I said, turn this into a coloring book page.
And that's awesome.
And so it turned it into a coloring book page. And then I printed out 8 copies and said, whoever gets the best one, gets a candy bar.
It's a free subscription to Kim's AI newsletter.
Yes, exactly. But they really enjoyed coloring themselves. So, and that's something like, so if you have photos like hanging around the house of like grandma or, maybe they were on vacation or something like that, it's really a fun thing to, again, upload that photo and then just tell ChatGPT, turn this into a coloring book page. And then you print it out and you're done.
Deborah,
you're like, wow.
Can you do that for a show pick?
We did that before. I did an old show
I didn't get
pick.
to color on it, though.
You just didn't do it.
Oh, that's fun. All right, so AI may be curing cancer eventually, but it's doing fun, creative coloring book pages.
Yeah, see, adult coloring book pages. See, you could be doing that instead of sitting there scrolling.
AI is everywhere. I mentioned the newsletter. How do folks sign up, Kim?
Head over to getkim.com. And we got 1 million folks get it every single day. 5-star rated on Trustpilot, 4.9-star rated on Google Reviews. I still want to find that person who didn't give me a 5-star. And again, you can sign up. It's free at getkim.com.
I've got some PIs on the payroll.
Okay,
I'll find
good.
out. I'll
Excellent.
find out. Kim, fantastic stuff as always. Congrats on never having to change your clocks, my friend.
Thank you for that.
There
Thank
you go.
Okay, you can admit it. No one's going to make fun of you. You love me. Yes, say it out loud. I love Kim Komando, and you can get more of me in a few ways. Number 1, join 1 million folks who get my newsletter every single day. It's free. It's called The Current, and just sign up over at getkim.com. It's 5-star rated, by the way. That's getkim.com. And if you have any questions for me, or if you want to share a story that happened in your life, I love that. Just go to komando.com. I know there's so many commandos. Komando, komando.com. And then there's a big button on the top right. It says Ask Kim. I know. Funny how some things work in tech. Fill out that form, and I read every single note that you send me. So thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting everything that we do.